What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, working on a Honda Accord 2.4 2010 model, and I'm going to be showing you how to pull this valve cover off. You can see it does have a good valve cover leak, and this is going to be in comparison with another video that I'm doing after this one. I'm going to show y'all how to change out the VVT sprocket, because these do have a TSP on them, about where on startup they'll rattle for about 2 or 3 seconds and then it'll stop. But it is VVT actuator, goes crazy and loses oil pressure and stuff overnight and all that good stuff. And we have all our parts right here. We are on site out in the field. I'll show you this in the next video, but this will kind of be in conjunction with this one, because you have to pull the valve cover off. And I'll probably do a valve adjustment while I'm in here, because Honda likes for you to do them about every 30 to 50,000 miles, and most people don't. But this is the valve cover gasket. VS50614R. But thought I had space on my camera, and I don't, which is great. But little hose clamp, make sure there's nothing really in the way on that one. Nope, should be good on that. You can hear the trash truck coming by. Sorry about that. We're gonna let it go by before I talk about anything else. Try and do it one-handed. That is a loud trash truck. Well, while I'm waiting, I can grab a 10mm. I know I'm probably going to be moving y'all all around. This is your coil cover. Pull these off. That one ain't going to come off. Gotta get my fingers in there. I don't know how many miles this car has, but they want it running good, which I appreciate that. No, I mean, I understand it's their son's car. I think it's their son's first car, and he just wants it, you know, running good for him and stuff like that. You don't want your kids in dangerous cars. At least I don't. I mean, if you do, it's on you if you want your kids in a dangerous car. Also, we're going to do an oil change on this, but I'm going to wait till after I do everything. Like I said, pull the valve cover off, pull your coils out, and you got connectors, push down, pull out. Then you got 10mm. Just going to go down the line, do that, get this up and out of the way so we can start pulling the bolts for the valve cover. Excuse me, for the valve cover off. And then you're going to have 10mm right there, 10mm right there, and you can pull the, like, bracket, I guess you can call it, off of here. And then that way, once you do that, you can pull your valve cover off. It's pretty simple valve cover, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing crazy, but haven't done one of these videos yet, and figure why not, let's go ahead and do it. So let me pull them coils out real quick. So got the bracket off and out of the way. It's just 2 10s, and you're gonna have 6 bolts on your valve cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And they're like little cap screws, so y'all, or cap nuts, I should say, nut screws. Just doing them real easy. Okay, and I actually saw the valve cover lift up. That's what they look like. Then you're gonna have little grommets. You can use a screwdriver, you can use a pick, you can use whatever, and that's what they look like. Most kits come with new ones, so they do replace them, because these right here can actually cause oil to leak too. And most of the time it leaks around the exhaust side. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit y'all. It leaks around the exhaust side back here. But the way these are made, you don't have that issue hardly anymore. Just due to the fact of how the exhaust is on these new ones. Like, there isn't an exhaust manifold, it's an actual cast made into the head type. There's good and bad pieces to that. I've actually seen one crack before, and that was not good. That's just a rare occasion. I mean, that ain't something that's common on them. When you want to make the engines more horsepower and stuff, you just machine that out. Alright, let me pull those off. I'll be right back. Got them off, and you can see how easy it is to move it now. So now all we have to do is just pick it up and get it out of the way. I did take the dipstick out because it goes through the valve cover. Gives you a little bit more mobility. Okay. This is awkward to do one-handed. But there we go. Here is your valve cover. I'll set it down right here. And we're going to pull this gasket off. All right. And there we go. Now, I'm going to get to pulling this cam actuator out. Cam actuator lives right there, so we're going to be starting the next video now, and then once I get through, I will come back and show you how we take all this off. So we're going to put the valve cover back on, and I lost all my footage on putting that sprocket on, and I'm kind of upset about that, but we got it on, and that would have been a good video. But we're just going to go ahead and just do the valve cover video where the timing cover meets the head. Put a little bit of gasket sealer on it. I know I put a good bit on there. I know I got y'all zoomed in, but spread it out. And then I'm going to go ahead and start putting this back on, and I'll bring y'all back before I put the spark plug tube seals on. Alright, so I got one left to pull out. You can just get a screwdriver and you can actually wiggle them in there, and you can bend them. You don't even need a hammer. They just pop right out. Then the new ones, you can actually, I'm going to clean up these bores, but you can actually get them and they'll push right down in there. Here's the new one. I've already given y'all part number at the beginning of the video. If I can get them open now. Come on. Doing it one-handed is a little difficult. Let me open these up. Try to wipe off my screen and they got a little dirty, but you can push them in there, and then you can push them down as much as you can. And then you can just use a socket about that same size and push them down on there. I'm just going to use this right here, use a hammer and tap it on the back and seat them down all the way. You can see, got them seated down, and now all we got to do is put the gasket around the perimeter. That right there on there, and then we'll put it back on. So we got it set back down on there, and y'all may not believe me, but that is after I cleaned it off some. That stuff is caked on there really good, so don't judge me for it not being clean. I scrubbed it really good. But the kit also come with the little metal pieces. So, and it has the caps and the seals. So you can just stick them on there, put your 10 millimeters back on there, and they torque to 9 foot-pounds. That's not a lot, people. That's like hand tight and maybe another quarter turn. I mean, that's not much at all. So I do have my little torque wrench right here. Put my 10 on it. Got it set to 9 foot-pounds. Okay, we're gonna go through and torque them. One, two, three, four, five, and 6 is right here. And we'll just go back over them one time just to be safe. There we go. Now we can put the coils back in and hook all our brackets up. And once I get through, I'll bring her back and we'll start her up. All right, so we're in the car, about to crank it up. This is for the first time. I changed the oil in it too, and I've already reset the light. I'll show you how to reset the light now. Turn it to the on position, get it to where it says oil life, press and hold the reset button over here, your trip odometer, for 10 seconds. It'll start flashing, let go of it, press and hold it again until it resets to 100. So new oil, new filter, new cam gear, and valve cover gasket. Here we go. And by the way, I did rotate the engine over about 5 times before starting the engine. So no ticking, no clicking, none of that stuff. And we'll check the valve cover gasket, make sure it's not leaking, but I'm pretty sure because these are really easy to put on and they hold into the valve cover very well. But seems to be doing good. I'll check everything after I get off of here, but if y'all got any questions, comments, concerns on doing a valve cover gasket, I wish I could have shown y'all the video for the other, but I hate that I lost all that footage. That just actually pisses me off. But next time I do one, I know there'll be another one. I'll definitely show y'all because it is not really all that hard to do. But like I said, if y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comment section. Get to them as soon as possible. If you know a quicker, easier way of doing valve cover gasket or a little trick to doing a valve cover gasket, let me know as well. But if y'all like to hit all likes, notification bells, and subscribes, it does help the channel, and I do appreciate all the help that y'all have given me. It has helped my channel grow so much. Thank y'all. And we are creeping up on that 10,000 mark. On the 10,000 mark, we'll be doing another giveaway, people. But like I said, if y'all know what to do, hit all the buttons, and remember, torque this tight. Y'all have a great day.